First things first, guys. You gotta start the day with the right energy, right? And realize that we have 4 energy bodies. I mean, there's infinite energy bodies. There's no way to say how many there are, but I like to speak about 4, because I think that is most simply understood. Again, when we're talking about our internal life, our internal bodies, it's all personal interpretation. So no one can say there's a right way or a wrong way to interact with your spirit or interact with the energy that's within you. There's no words to describe the energy that's within somebody. So when somebody tries to talk or explain the energy that's inside of themselves, it's hard for somebody else to understand. I think 4 energy bodies makes it very simple in order to speak about our internal world. Imagine that we have for sure our physical body. We can all agree with that. We have arms and legs, a physical body. Beyond that, we've got a mental body. We can all agree with that. Our thoughts, the things that are going on inside of our heads, it's our mental body. Beyond that, there's an emotional body. We can all agree, sometimes we're angry, sometimes we're happy, sometimes we're sad. Those are our emotions. It's our emotional body. And then we have the spirit body. And that's the part that's a little woo-woo, a little intangible, non-tangible. Nobody can explain what the spirit body is. And sometimes when someone says spirit, everyone goes, whoa, spirit. They start thinking about religion and they shut themselves off. I use the word spirit. You don't have to use the word spirit. You can use the word vibration. You can use the word light. You can use the word energy. It doesn't matter to me. You can use the word Buddha. You can use the word Allah. You can use the word Jesus. You can use the word God. You can use the word Mother Nature, subconscious, collective unconscious. You can call it whatever you like. I'm talking about, something that is inside of all of us. We all have some energy, some passion, some desire, some source that's within us. And we can all connect with that energy. And that energy is always connected to the energy of the universe. So that energy is the energy that we can use to sustain ourselves or to change ourselves or to change anything in our lives. We just need to connect with that energy properly. The problem is that our minds are typically running the show. So our mental body is typically running the show. And the problem is that we're stuck in our heads, we're stuck in our minds, and we're not able to access some of these other energy bodies. Meditation, quiet practice, focusing on the breath, focusing on movement, focusing on feeling, is just a way to get out of the mind and get into another part of ourself, the infinite, expansive, powerful part of ourself. Again, there's no right or wrong way to do that. This is just a way to do that. This is just my way to do it this morning. I'll be doing a little bit of yoga postures, a little bit of flexibility, a little bit of movement in general. But the real focus is that I'm focusing down on my breathing, and I'm trying to get out of my mind, right? We all get stuck in our minds, but bearing in mind that everything that's inside of your mind came into your mind because somebody told you, or you read it, or you saw it, you heard it, or felt it, or you smelt it. The only way something can get inside of your mind is if it came in through your senses. It's the only way into the mind. So everything that's inside of your mind came in at some point through your senses and has gotten in there and has created a thought. So the thoughts that you have inside of your mind are because of your experience. If you want to get outside of your thoughts, outside of your experience, into a different space, into that infinite space of energy, that spiritual energy, it's not inside of your mind. You understand that? The infinite space, the infinite energy, the power to create change doesn't exist within your mind, and that's why you can't think about it, or you can't understand it, or you don't understand what that means, because it's not inside your mind, it's outside of your mind, and that's what this is about. It's about getting outside of your mind. Like I said, the only way to get into your mind was through your senses, through your sense of smell, through your sense of sight, through your sense of touch, through your sense of taste, something you heard, something you saw. That's how you get into your mind. In order to get out, it's the same way. We need to go through your senses to get out of your mind and get into your spirit body, or your infinite body, or your infinite power to create change. So we need to leave the thoughts. We need to leave the resistance that's inside of the head, the limitation, the boundaries, all the stuff that you can and can't do. That's all existing within your thoughts. You want to go beyond that into the quiet space, into the infinite space, into the spiritual space, into your true power, where you really have the ability to create incredible change in your life. Do that first thing in the morning. Do it before bed. Do it in the middle of the day if you can find the time. Do it whenever you like, but just make sure that you're spending some time daily getting outside of the mind and getting into your spirit. It needs to happen. So, initial meditation is just focusing on my breathing and getting into the feeling of my breath. So, I'm watching the breath come into my nose, watching the breath. What does that mean? That means either I'm feeling it come in my nose, or I'm feeling my chest rise, or I'm feeling my belly rise. But I'm paying attention to the feeling and not thinking about what I need to do today. Right? So if thoughts come into your head about
4 p.m.
what
text
you need to do today, or what you need to do, what
We're
happened
here to help.
yesterday,
Download the new Today's Parent Mealtime app. Meal planning made easy.
if thoughts come into your head about what you need to do today or what happened yesterday, that's all stuff in your mental body. You don't want to get distracted by that. Stay focused on your breathing. Stay focused on watching your breath. Try to pay attention to your heartbeat. come into your head, just try to bring yourself back to your breath. A great initial practice is to maybe just try counting. So you can try to breathe in for a 4 count, hold for a 4 count, breathe out for a 4 count, pause for a 4 count, breathe in for 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, pause, 2, 3, 4, breathe in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, breathe out, 2, 3, 4, pause, 2, 3, 4. Just repeat that for yourself with your own breath for 60 seconds. Just practicing that, breathing and counting. Right. So after counting your breaths, you may notice that thoughts come into your mind. Thoughts, distracting thoughts, thoughts about what you got to do today, or thoughts about what happened yesterday. Very normal. If any thoughts come into your head, just try to bring yourself back to focusing on your breathing. It's an attention practice. It's a focus practice. Try to stay focused on your breathing, even though other things come into your mind. Bring yourself back to paying attention to your breath, not thinking about those things in your mind, because again, we're trying to get out of the mind. So this time, I'll just give you another 60 seconds to just focus on your breathing and watch if anything comes into the mind, just for 60 seconds. If anything else comes into the mind, just bring yourself back to focusing on your breathing. focusing our thought and intentionally directing our energy, and we can get into adding some movement. We can combine movement and breath. Not a right way or a wrong way to interact with your spirit. You can't do anything wrong moving your body, paying attention to your breath. I like to inhale as I extend my body, and exhale as I narrow my body. As I extend, I open up my lungs and allow for a bigger breath. Pressing out wide, put my hands, my elbows between my knees, pressing outwards on my knees, lifting my chest up, looking upwards, opening up my inner thighs. Focusing on my breathing. Working through a nice full breath, focusing on your breathing, not getting caught up or distracted by thoughts come into your head. Lengthen out, letting your spine flex over. Again, focusing on your breathing, paying attention to your breath. And if you notice yourself getting distracted by thought, just centering yourself again into watching your breathing. Putting our legs wide, hands to the floor, knee. Breathing there. To the other side, keeping the legs straight, pulling your head towards the knee. Coming back to center. Both hands to the floor. Turning both your feet the same direction now. Both my feet twisting. My front leg lunging forward into my front leg, so the front knee is bent. The back leg nice and straight. Back toes into the mat. Back knee straightening right out. Both hands to the inside of my instep. Just breathing there. I usually like to work through 3 full breaths in any single position. Just getting into the position and just working through nice full breaths in that position. Trying to stay focused on the breath. Not thinking about the discomfort or the problems or the things you gotta do or the things that have happened. Just centering yourself, focusing on your breathing. That knee come down in the back. We'll switch. Other leg comes forward. Flat on the floor. Other foot. Knee off the ground. Straighten out that back leg. Lunging into that front leg. Straightening out that back knee. Breathing.
You know the drill. That dreaded 4 p.m. text every day. What are we doing for dinner? We're here to help. Download the new Today's Parent Mealtime app. Meal planning made
I won't be
easy.
using this channel again for my morning music. That's for sure. Really straighten out that back leg. Just breathing and allowing your body to move more comfortably into the position, just with your breath. You can come back down again, and we'll switch. We'll put the other leg forward again. Pop that back leg up. Only this time, let's add some rotation. We'll have the inside hand. We'll turn that inside hand up towards the ceiling, pressing through the floor, open up, twisting my body now, and breathing through that position 3 times. Switching again. Other leg comes forward. Back knee off the ground. And again, I'll try to take my inside hand, opening that one up. Pressing through the floor, twisting my body, opening up. Back leg nice and straight. Focusing on your breathing. Back knee down. Put your hands on your lower part of your back or your spine if you want to support yourself there. You can also put your hands right back onto your heels, lifting your chest. Open up your chest and shoulders, putting your head back, working through your breath there. After that full spinal extension, you may want to come down and work on your full flexion of your spine. Child's pose. Dropping down on your knees, head coming down to the mat. Relaxing your spine, relaxing your glutes and your hips. Up through there, we'll go to straight arms, knees to the mat, just lifting your chest up, looking upwards, again extending my spine, stretching out my abdomen and my hips. There, push ourselves up into a high plank position. Nice straight line from my shoulders right down to my heels, building up a little bit of heat in my body. There, pushing my hips high, I'm going to press my heels down, stretching out my calves. One calf, one ankle, other calf, other ankle. Pressing my heels down, alternating sides, one heel down, the other heel down, stretching out those calves. Pressing through my hands now, I try to press both my calves, both my heels down, downward facing dog. I'm pressing through the hands, and I'm trying to work my chest in front of my arms, allowing my chest to come closer towards the mat. As I press through my hands,
chest should come closer towards my thighs as the muscles relax and soften as I focus on my breathing. Coming back to knees down, coming forward, just raising the head up as tall as you can, with my knees and my hips on the floor, again just extending my spine. Breathing there. Yourself over. Seated position. My legs out straight in front of me. Just gonna fold over, reaching for my toes, letting my spine flex over. Letting my hamstrings soften and relax just by focusing on my breath. Not by forcing myself, but just by falling into the position and breathing. One leg up and over top of the knee. One hand going back behind my body. Got my elbow into my knee to press for leverage, create a bit of rotation through my body. Twisting and looking back. And then coming out of there, we'll bring ourselves back to our seated position. We'll finish off again a little bit of quiet practice. After we've loosened up our bodies, we'll just bring ourselves back to focusing on our breathing. Now that we've got our energy and our bodies alive, we can direct the energy a little bit into our lives. So you can spend some time, a few minutes if you can, focusing on the things that you want to grow and improve in your life. So a great way to do that is just simply to focus on the things that are most important to you. If you think about the things that you're most grateful for a moment, those things are the things you want to expand in your life. And the things that you think about most are the things that increase in your life. So just take a moment to think about the things that are most important to you. Whenever you've completed your time, that it feels that you've had enough time for you, there's no boundaries, there's no specific time that you need to spend. However, we all need to take some time to interact with that infinite part of ourselves. I'm going to be teaching a little bit of a yoga class here now, very shortly. I'm going to have to get ready for that. I'm going to have to end my live time here, and I will see you guys all again soon. Thanks for joining me if you watched, if you participated, and if not, hopefully next time. I'll be here again next Thursday morning early to do a little yoga and meditation. Enjoy your day.